So we're still going to be using conditional statements with integer variables, but now we're going to explore another kind of conditional statement, which is called else if, which means otherwise if there is a different condition for the same variable. Note, this is only if you're using the same variable, checking conditions of the same variable. You wouldn't use else if you were talking about a different variable. So right now my conditional statement is if I is less than, I'm going to put I is less than 100. I wouldn't use an else if conditional statement if then I had a different variable like y or mouse pressed or key pressed or something else. It's only for different conditions for the same variable. So in this case, I've got if I is less than 100, I'm going to use a red fill. And this will apply to the circle below. So I've got we'll start I back at 0, so negative 50 from the last example. So I is 0, and I is counting up. So if I, our counter variable, is less than 100, the fill is going to be red. But for a different condition of the same variable, else if, so it's else space if, I is greater than 100, then I'm going to make a fill that's a different color. Let's say blue. Close is conditional. So this conditional opens, closes curly brackets. This conditional opens, closes curly brackets. They need to come right after, one after another. You cannot put any functions in between. Else if must follow the close bracket for the if statement, or it will not work. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. It's red, and then it's blue. Now, this is really hard to see, but there is one condition that we don't have accounted for. We have I is less than 100, and then I is greater than 100. What condition isn't accounted for here? I hope somebody thought, hey, 100, but you can't respond. So the value 100 is not accounted for here. So what we'd say normally in math class would be we need to make sure we have a greater than or equal to, or a less than or equal to. So it could be for either one, depends where you want that condition to still be true. So if I could say if I is less than 100, make it red. Then if it's greater than or equal to 100, then just put the equal sign right afterwards. Then all of our conditions are true. So now, it's going to look the same. But now you've accounted for everything, all those conditions.